What is up? It's Tuesday, which means you're talking to me. Or I'm talking to you. Whatever. Okay. So, I'm super pumped because I had this a little epiphany thing and I'm totally excited to share. Okay, so get this. Okay, so I was on Pinterest and I saw this little French word because I follow French quotes and words, and the word is raison d'être. So, qu'est-ce que c'est votre raison d'être? And raison d'être means reason to exist. So I just said, what is your reason to exist? Why are you here? And I was really thinking about this. It was really boggling my mind because I wanted to take religion affiliation out of it. And I wanted to take family and friends, any emotional or physical ties out. Because I wanted this to be able to relate to everyone and anyone. And so we take all of that out and you are left with simply you. Who you are, cellularly, molecularly, who you are. And so I'm in this biology class, which shout out to Amanda for being awesome. And it is so cool and crazy and complex. So I'm going to share y'all just a little snippet. So again, we took away all of any religion or anything like that, and you're just left with you, who you are cellularly. And so I began to think about how crazy our cells are. There's all these different types, there's plant cells, animal cells, bacteria are actually cells, they have cells. And so, but we are humans, so we have animal cells. And so at the center of the animal cell is this thing called a nucleus. And many of y'all probably have heard that. There's other organelles, but so you have billions of cells with billions of organelles, and a nucleus is one of those organelles. And the nucleus actually has 5 or 6 other functions and parts to it, which is even more crazy. So we're just going to look at one cell right now. So we have one cell with this nucleus, and that nucleus makes and replicates your DNA. And so if we take just that one cell, it has to go through cell division in order to replicate your DNA. And there's all these different phases it has to go to, and it has to go through it perfectly in order to make your DNA match. And your DNA doesn't just do that once, it's a consistent thing. And so if we're looking at just one, now let's remember you have billions of trillions of cells. So that all of your cells work together. They all mesh up and are exactly the same. Your DNA is exactly the same in all of them. It's replicated perfectly, nothing messes up. It's exactly the same, and that's how you are you. Okay, the chance of that happening, I could not just throw up some cells and boom, it's me. That's impossible. And then to think that it's not just the nucleus that does all that, all your other organelles all work together too to make sure you don't die, or if something changes then I would be Susie, I wouldn't be Alex. That is crazy complex. And that's not even the brain or any kind of other big organ system, the heart or anything. That's nothing. This is just a cell. I scratch my finger, I don't know how many cells I have now on my fingernail. That's crazy. And that all of my cells are exactly the same to make sure that I'm me, not Taylor. Whoa! So just follow me. If we can all agree then that is really complex and it probably can't be done again, then it's safe to say that we're not here, or we're not existing by chance. We couldn't just throw some stuff in just by luck. I'm here. And you can't be well, it's my parents, because your parents could have had any kid, but your cells all align together to make you you. So if you weren't here by chance, then you have to be here by choice. And so you know now the reason of your existence because you were chosen. And so for the rest of your life, this is the fun part. So now it's everyone that looks for the answer of why am I here? What is my purpose? The reason you're here is because you were chosen. And then you get to spend the rest of your life figuring out and building a relationship with who chose you. And that's awesome. To know that no matter, and especially for me to think, I'm an overthinker, and I do tend sometimes to look on the negative a lot. So, especially, everyone's pretty hard on themselves. So when I think of all the mistakes I've made and all the things I wish I'd done different and maybe regrets I have, I was still put on this earth by choice. That it doesn't matter how many times I mess up or how many mistakes I make or how many times I feel I'm just the world's biggest failure. My cells all lined up and work together still to make sure that I'm Alex. And to make sure that I'm here, to make sure I don't die, because if certain cells like decided to like collapse or like crenate or do all sorts of crazy stuff, like I could die. And so that my cells continually work together and my DNA was continually replicated to make me, and it all worked together and it all went through all the phases perfectly, that's crazy. So no matter what I've done or what I will do, I was chosen. I was put here by choice. And there's nothing that's going to ever make another me. There's no way that by chance someone is going to have another Alex. There's not. And that's crazy to know that you are the only you that will ever be here on this earth. So, yeah, that was like a crazy epiphany to me. So for the rest of my life, I can be comforted by the fact that I was chosen. I was put here on this earth and there will never be another me. No matter what I do, no matter how awful I feel, no matter how much of a mistake I feel like, I was chosen. And you were chosen. So, and again, so now, this is where like religion and stuff steps in, but for the rest of your life, you get to figure out who chose you. And for me, I know. And if next week I might tell you who I think chose me. So y'all can watch. But that is the cool thing. So for the rest of your life, like along for the ride, you get to figure out who chose you. So not only were you chosen, but you get to have a relationship with the one that chose you. And that is so awesome. And so today that's all I wanted to throw out at you. That so no matter what you believe or who you are or where you are in life, you can look at like a scientific level, like at the cellular level of who you are, and realize that there's no way you could be made by chance. That you had to be then made by choice. And so that's awesome. So enjoy today knowing that you were chosen, and enjoy, the rest of your life figuring out who chose you, because I promise you, when you realize it, you will never be able to walk away the same. You will never be able to look at life the same, because you will know that you were chosen. And then if you were chosen, that means you were put on this earth because there was a reason that we had to have you. There was a reason that you weren't a Sally or a Bob, because if you were Sally or Bob, they would have a different purpose, they would have a different plan, but so that you were picked to be on this earth means that you have to have some sort of plan or reason why you're here. Because if you were by choice, then there's got to be a reason that you were chosen and not a different group of cells. So that's crazy. So for the rest of your life, just know that you were chosen and that you were put here on this earth for a reason. So enjoy the ride, man. Go have fun. Figure out who made you and figure out why they made you. And if you want to know who I think, I might talk about it next week. But if you want to know before, feel free to comment or ask me. But yeah, so enjoy the rest of your day. Know that you were chosen. I hope this made your day, and it did for me. And I can go every day being like, dude, cells, I'm chosen. This DNA is all matching me, not Taylor. I mean, I love you, Taylor, but I'm just using her as an example. So yeah, so enjoy the rest of your day. It was super cool talking to you. I hope I didn't completely nerd out or bore you. But yeah, so Taylor will be here Thursday, and I will be here the next Tuesday. So enjoy today, my chosen friends, and I will see you next week. Bye, guys.